Right guys, hello and welcome back to another episode of the Over the Top podcast. First off, me and Budgie really want to apologise for last week's antics. I don't really know. We recorded the episode, but we didn't notice that the SD card was half full, and we only got 20 minutes of footage from like a 90-minute recording.
Poor dude.
So we got nothing up. We should have put a video on the socials to let all like 5 of you know, but we didn't. So here we are. As you can see, the setup's changed a bit today because we usually record it in like a podcast studio, and basically, it's just a load of shit.
Lots of stuff's been going on.
Everything's gone wrong. We're recording this 2 hours later than we usually would. We're in Budgie's fucking basement. You can see our own breath, and it's a pile of wank. But hopefully, what?
Don't disrespect the basement.
I'm not disrespecting the basement, man. Just the whole fucking scenario. Right. But we have got a premium little yellow sofa here that looks like it's been cummed on and shit. So that probably has been on it. Let's be honest.
What, from Dill's mum's living room?
No, I mean that's when you got being here. It's been here for a while, hasn't it?
Well, that's true.
Yeah. So anyway, we're back. We're going to talk about the Premier League fixtures from the past week. This has been recorded on Monday, the 20th of February. So the games over the weekend, previewing the Carabao Cup final, and then at the end we're going to do a list of our top 10 goalkeepers of all time in the Premier League. Yeah. Should be pretty interesting, and then just talk about general shit. Budgie's excessive drinking probably over the weekend, and then me not getting a shag still. So
same old, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not much change.
Yeah, you missed a week, but fuck all's happened. We're still the same two sad bastards that we used to be. So we'll get into it then. And first on the running order is. Are you okay there, mate?
I'm good.
You're keeling over. Right, okay. We're both very tired and very stressed and very fucked off as well. But we'll get into it with the first game that we're going to talk about, which is Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 4.
Yeah, Arsenal, league leaders. It looked like they'd knackered it, didn't it? It looked
yeah,
a little bit.
When I was watching it, I was like, fucking, come on, 2-1. They didn't look great, did they?
Personally.
They didn't look great. Even when it was 2-2, I literally set off driving because where was it going? Something I'll tell you about later. I set off driving and it was 2-2, and I thought, buzzing, it's like the 85th minute. Checked my phone when I pulled up 4-2, and I was like, what the fuck has gone on?
I was watching the game. I thought the wheels were coming off, to be honest, after that first half. I mean, Villa, all credit to them, looked pretty good. The Coutinho goal was lovely. I think that was Coutinho's first start in a long time.
First Premier League start under Emery, definitely.
Yeah, they'll do well to get him back in the team and firing again, I think, because he is a threat.
Yeah, it's a bit shit.
But, yeah, Jorginho to the rescue.
Yeah, and off the fucking back of Emi Martinez against his old club. I don't like that, man.
It was some strike from Jorginho.
It was, but it wasn't going in, was it?
Nah, but it's not Martinez.
It was like something that happens on pro clubs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was.
That was a tidy goal. Martinelli with a finish into an empty net because Martinez went up to the corner. Did you see Emery's comments about that?
Yeah, he did. He was slating him, wasn't he?
He basically said he didn't ask me, he just went up, and I'll tell him next time for the good of his career.
Seems like they've had a couple of clashes already, didn't they? When he first came in, he made comments about his antics at the World Cup, didn't he? I don't know. Yeah, he said
maybe he just doesn't like that kind of player then.
I think. But then he's still been in the team the whole time. I thought he was going to get dropped after the World Cup after Emery's comments, but
yeah, but he's still there. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Martinez. I don't really like him.
As a keeper or as a bloke?
As the footballer that we see. He could be a really nice guy. He could be a fucking rapist. I don't know.
Seem like a bella.
But allegedly, he does seem like a bella. He's one of them players like Bruno Fernandes or a player like that, or a Andy Robertson. Like, unless they're playing for your team, then you're just not going to like them. But Arsenal got the job done. Not convincing by any means, but won by 2 goals. Good for the goal difference. That means the pressure's back on City, and the lunchtime kickoff. It's not the lunchtime, the 3 o'clock kickoff.
3 o'clock, yeah.
They didn't really live up to expectation, did they?
No, I thought they were going to steamroll Forest, to be honest. It looked like Haaland. After last week they were back on it.
Yeah.
It just didn't happen, did it? It was.
Well, now we're going to be honest. We've only seen the highlights. It's a 3 o'clock kickoff. There's a lot of football on. We can't watch every single game. You know what I mean? But yeah, well, to be honest, I thought after Arsenal lost against City, 1 point from the last 9, United and City were looking good. And, City put that one good performance in against Arsenal. I thought, well, this is it. They're going to go and run now. But it looks like every time they look like they're going to do something, they just get paid back with another poor result. And they should have beat Forest looking at the highlights and the stats. They had an XG of like 2.5, 80% of the ball, nearly 26
just
shots.
City stuff, isn't it? It's not what you expect to see from them, really. Like, they've usually, you associate that title mentality with them. They're the team that you expect to to keep picking up the results when maybe the other teams in the race will falter, like Arsenal. But it's just not looking like that this season. Every time we think
it's weird, isn't it? This is why I've kept backing Arsenal. Because I can't see City going on that run. But after the game against Arsenal,
you changed your mind, didn't you?
I did. Have
you flipped back now?
I didn't on the podcast. I was back to Arsenal. But basically, it just keeps going back and forth. And obviously, United coming up the rear. We'll get to that in a bit. Only 3 points behind City now. But a poor result for City. Cracking goal by Bernardo Silva, have you seen that?
I have seen it.
You have, and then nice little tap in from Chris Wood after an assist from Morgan Gibbs-White, who's looked very good recently, and his girlfriend's fit. So
she is, isn't she?
Yeah.
I really rate Morgan Gibbs-White, to be fair. I think he's a tiny little player.
He is. Lovely little baller, lovely little man. Great guy.
Well, oh god.
just see what's next on the runner over. Essentially.
We can gloss over that.
No. As you know, Budgie is a Preston and Chelsea fan because Preston isn't enough, so he has to support a team that might win stuff. Looks like you've probably got a better chance of Preston getting relegated and winning the Johnson's Paint Trophy at the minute rather than Chelsea winning something. After their 1-0 loss to bottom of the league, dross Southampton with a JWP free kick. Textbook.
New manager bounce, isn't it? That's all it is.
You don't even have one, bro. They're fucking rudderless. He did look good, though. From what I saw, he did look good.
Ruben Sellers, the interim. He says he wants the job full time.
Well, yeah, you would, wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want the job?
No, there can't be excuses. It's got bad, isn't it?
Romeo Lavia's boss, Enzo Fernandez, in the middle of the park as well.
Yeah, it's not good. He's looking out of his depth, isn't he?
He really is.
Everyone seems to have turned on him now. It's hard to see. Like, I want to back him so much, but it's hard to see where it's going right. And so many of these new signings, players, people are going to start to turn on them now.
Yeah.
Because he's not getting anything out of them.
Mm-hmm.
He looks the exact opposite of what he did at Brighton. Just
he
total
just
lack
looks
of
like
ideas.
he's got nothing about him anymore.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Lost his mojo.
He got a skin fade in the suit when he came to Chelsea and lost his personality as well. It's like United with Ollie. Obviously, Potter's a better manager, but like when it wasn't going well, you couldn't see anything. But you want it to work because everyone rates Potter, everyone likes him for what he's done at Brighton, but it just doesn't seem like it's going that way. As you've got written down there, one goal in 4 games.
1 in 5, isn't it? Yeah,
1 in 5. I love how you got written dog shit. It's got written down Chelsea dog shit. That's a lot of preparation. We get a quick note. That's our analysis from the game. Chelsea did have chances, but as I've said to you and keep saying to you, and you keep saying Havertz should play up front. He can't play Dacho Fofana. I know he played up front, started on the weekend. But you just don't have a number 9 to finish chances off for that movement. The fullbacks look poor. Like I saw an analysis of the fullbacks yesterday, and just like when Chilwell and James or whoever you've got right back gets the ball or Cucurella,
it was Azpilicueta.
Yeah, it's just like it's like they can't play the ball out. Like Potter heavily relies on the fullbacks getting the ball and making line breaking passes, and they just can't do it. And that's a major part of why your play breaks down. It just doesn't resemble a Potter team, does it?
Part of the problem is. I'm never one.
You have to be at some point now.
I don't think I've very, very rarely on any occasion ever advocate for a manager out, but I mean I wouldn't be gutted if he went now because it's a bit like.
It's just you feel bad for him, don't you? Like he's gonna have to restart at a club at the level of like probably Brighton again.
Yeah, I mean,
and then try to get that opportunity.
He's got enough in the bank to get another decent Premier League job. I'm sure.
Like
he'll still be heavily wanted.
Where?
I think anyone outside of the top 6 would take him. If in need, obviously. Not
probably. But like Brighton was so perfect for him, it'll probably be hard to get that kind of stuff again.
Well, I mean, how long's...
Well, anyway, actually, can I just make this point?
Yeah.
I made a TikTok about it. I showed you it in the car earlier.
Yeah.
I feel like Potter's getting a very easy pass by a lot of the English media. Fans, people on TikTok, Twitter, do give him stick and shit because there are a lot of Chelsea fans and people that are pissed off. And that's fair. But I don't feel like he's gotten as good as he deserves from the media quite yet. Like you get that, he's got to bed all the new signings in, he's got to do this, he's got to do that. Granted he does, but just like, you need to see something. And I made the comparison on TikTok into Budgie of like Erik Ten Hag, first got the job at Man United, came in, 3 or 4 new signings were all getting slated because he didn't play amazing in the first game. You don't see that for Enzo, you don't see that for fucking Fofana, you don't see that for anyone.
I've seen Modric getting some stick on
it's not, but it's like, Enzo needs time to bed in, he needs time to learn the Premier League, the pace of the Premier League. Martinez has lost one head at Ben Mee, he's like, shit, it's too short for the Premier League.
There's an agenda against Martinez before
there's an agenda against Man United. There's just more scrutiny on Man United, isn't there?
There is, yeah, but that's what it is.
But I think it's an English bias towards Potter, because you don't see, when you're watching Soccer Saturday or Monday Night Football, they're always like, he needs time, he's a good up-and-coming manager. He's done less than Ten Hag has.
Yeah, but Yeah, but they all know. You know that they don't do that good of research on European football. They'll know. They knew everything, all of what Potter was about. They've already seen it. They've experienced it. They know what he's done at Brighton. They know he's good. A lot of them probably hadn't seen much of Ten Hag before he came. Like, people know about him, but how much Ajax?
Yeah,
really
I'm not talking about.
So they have less belief. Coming in.
Yeah, possibly. I just think it's a bit shit though.
Probably.
Like Jamie Carragher going to Carrington and grilling Erik Ten Hag after losing again. To be fair, we lost 2-1 to Brighton, who are now fucking like 6th.
Yeah.
Who were doing brilliant. Beat pretty much every top team. Beat Liverpool twice.
It was surely that Brentford game that was.
Yeah, it was, but Brentford are a good team. They can beat. They
But
are.
there's no excuse. It wasn't getting beat by them. There was no excuse.
It was just how bad it was. Yeah. But like, you've looked that bad in multiple games.
No.
Yes, you have.
Not having that.
You've looked that abject.
As bad as that Brentford.
You've looked abject and out of ideas and like they're not playing for anyone.
Yeah, but not as calamitous.
Well, yeah, it's just so the ball goes in there a couple more times. You know, hey, you're on a howler.
You know we've got the second best defence in the league this season.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do. We conceded after Newcastle. We conceded the second least goals.
I'm not buying that, bro. I'm not buying. I'm looking that up.
We just can't score goals, man. It's not good. I've given up on Potter. I think it's top 4's out the window. I'm going to backtrack on what we said on the last pod. I predicted top 4. I think
you joined with Arsenal with 23 goals conceded.
There you go then. That's
Newcastle have 15. That's crazy.
Yeah. Do you remember that? So
we've only got 28. City are on 24.
Yeah. Not conceding goals really to a degree that's alarming. It's just not scoring any.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't seem like that because we're just so terrible, but
to be fair though, you've only conceded like 6 less than West Ham.
Yeah. I'm not saying we've been like some sort of monster defensive side. Yeah. It's just like the problems clearly are mainly lacking in the lack of cohesiveness.
Well, it's a lack of ideas, isn't it? Yeah, it is just shit. So we'll move on from your pain onto a result that probably hurts both. Really, we don't like to see Liverpool win.
Well, before the game, I was in two minds about what I wanted.
You were in 2 men before the game. That's a wild Friday night.
We'll save that for the non-football stuff later. No, I was in 2 minds about what I wanted because
you're going to get top 4, right? So
I had belief, but then obviously with the Chelsea result coming in just before the game kicked off, I was like, I'd flipped. I was like, I'd given up on top 4, so then I was like, I want Newcastle to win now because my dislike for Liverpool.
Yeah, that's
but I mean, I don't think Newcastle are going to get top 4.
I'd
now be more worried about Liverpool than Newcastle.
Yeah, well, last week we did, with the episode that never went out, we did a kind of like bold opinion segment. Yeah. And I said Newcastle aren't that good and won't get top 4. Yeah. And I still stand by that.
I mean, that would have looked...
They've not looked good for a long time.
No, they've not.
They just don't convince me. They don't play good football. It's not attractive. It's just solid defensively, Almiron or Isak or ASM might nick as a goal. And that's why...
Very solid defensively, but it does look like it's starting to fall apart a little bit, doesn't it? I mean, to be fair, they threatened early on against Liverpool.
Yeah, to be fair, when you actually watch the game, if you just saw the scoreline and saw that Pope got sent off after half an hour or so, you'd think, Newcastle got a man sent off, easy win for Liverpool. But Newcastle actually came into the game and could have had some goals.
Yeah, always.
Similar amount of shots, similar amount of XG. It wasn't...
It just Nick Pope bolstered it all up, didn't he? Really, I mean, I know they were already 2-0 down, but they had a chance of getting back into the game.
I don't know what his thought process. I think it was just his instinct, like his reflexes coming in. Do you know what I mean?
Like, we've seen it happen a few times.
Yeah,
before,
he like headers it, doesn't he? Then dives down, but then his arms just sort of. I think it's just like a bit of a brain fart, really.
Yeah, very silly of him. It's definitely cost them, and obviously
shit happens.
Yeah, he will also be out for the League Cup final now, which
the Carabao Cup final, baby, on Sunday 4:30, Wembley. I won't be there.
Did you try and get tickets?
I've not got a season ticket this year, have I? So I've got no chance. I must have paid fucking £500 or something daft. Fuck that shit. Fuck that for a laugh. So Nick Pope's out of the Carabao Cup final. Martin Dubravka is cup tied because he played 1 game for us. Which means that's the only game he started, I think.
Genius.
Loris Karius in goal, which... We've been talking about this. He probably will have a masterclass at Newcastle.
I don't think I've seen that.
Almiron winner or something.
I don't think I've seen that man play a game of football since the war.
When I went to like Mainz or Augsburg or something.
Was he not in
Turkey went to Besiktas, didn't he?
Yeah, but obviously I've not been watching Besiktas. Like I don't think
You're not watching Turkish football. This guy knows doesn't know ball, bro. He knows fuck all.
So there's some redemption arc when he pulls out a worldly L'Equipe 10 against you.
L'Equipe. French newspaper, L'Equipe. So we'll get on
Yeah, no one wants to hear us talk about Liverpool.
No, they don't. So we'll move on to United 3, Leicester 0, won't we? Another good win. Another solid win. Another 3 goals, another clean sheet. Marcus Rashford, brace. Sancho's back. De Gea, vintage. If I say so myself, as the biggest De Gea hater on TikTok.
It'll be number 1 of your top 10 list later, right?
Not telling you.
no spoilers.
I put 4 just because that's what I usually give him in my player ratings for a lot.
Yeah, I said that. You didn't give him a 4 this time.
I give him a 9. He was very good. But United, I'll talk about the game because I actually watched this one in full. Obviously,
I watched it.
Good for you. That's impressive. Well done. Leicester started off well.
They did.
Out the traps quick, and United looked like that in the start of a lot of games. The Barcelona game, first 10 minutes, very similar. Leeds game, home and away, really, very similar.
Yeah.
I think it's just a lack of midfield control without Casemiro and Eriksen.
It was very, very open, wasn't it? I remember texting you early on saying, like, oh, you're in trouble here, aren't you? Like, you're so open. But I think that plays into your hands, doesn't it? Like, unless you are conceding, like, you kept them out, as you say, a couple of worldly saves from De Gea.
Yeah, I don't like it when it gets to that point. Like, good defending's fine, but when it gets to the point of, like, you need Dave to make world-class saves, a bit.
I think that's kind of like trying to play you at your own game, isn't it? Like, when it's a big open end-to-end, you always do well.
Like, Budgie did text me literally going, you could be in trouble, and I said, nah, we'll win this 2-3-0. Actually, I was like, nah, we'll score, and that'll be
but you were just saying.
They'll run out of legs and we'll win. Well, that's what we do most weeks. Like, we're the best team in the league, mate.
Right now?
Yeah, I think we are.
Say so.
But, yeah, Leicester did very well. Some great saves from De Gea. Marcus Rashford were probably our first shot on target, I feel like, out of nowhere. Tiny little finish past Danny Ward.
Is he the best football player in the world right now?
I think so. I mean, there's an argument for Mbappe, isn't there? Did you see Mbappe's goal against Lyon?
It was nice.
Disgusting. Rashford kind of nearly did that against Koundé, and then should have had a red card. And then But yeah, he is insane. Like, every time he gets the ball now, I do think he's going to score. Apart from when he didn't, when he beat 2 defenders and smashed it straight at Ward's legs.
Yeah, that would have been an unreal goal.
That would have been like goal of the week at least. Well, Prowse's free kick. I don't know. Depends what tickles your pickle.
Rashford.
But yeah, great goal. Great bit of team play for Sancho's goal as well. Well, playing out from Luke Shaw over to Sancho, back to Rashford, to Sancho, to Bruno. Nice little crossing. Nice little deft finish. Opened his body up. Tidy. He looks happy again. Bruno played it magnificent. Yeah. Garnacho, I don't think should be starting games. I love Garnacho, but he looks more of an impact player. He doesn't really affect the game for the full 90 minutes. He looks like, when he's not got the ball at his feet, he's very much out of the game. His movement's not the best. He just hugs the touchline. So I'd keep him on the bench for now. As much as I do love him, I'm not slating him. He's 18 years old. You know, he's going to take time to get to the level of like Rashford or even Sancho's playing at the minute. But some tidy goals. Do you think Rashford's second one was offside?
I don't know. I did at the time. I was really confused.
I mean, it looks pretty much level to me.
Who knows
really.
where they're drawing the lines from?
But you can't really argue with it. It'd be the same for every other team. It's not Varchester United or United Bias. It's just whatever fucking.
Yeah, I thought it was definitely offside at the time. But
it did look offside. Yeah.
We trust them.
Yeah. So pretty decent. We're now, I think we're 3 points behind City, 5 points behind Arsenal, and Arsenal have got a game in hand on both us and City.
I really do think you're actually in the title race now, because I'm just not. I know obviously you have to keep this up, which is not any easy task. But to me, you comfortably
keeping it up's never easy, is it?
Well, you look comfortably the best team in the league right now for me, because I think both Arsenal and City in the last few weeks are just showing frailties and showing like they could waver a bit. Whereas
I suppose we did draw 2-2 against Leeds the other week. But we should have won that game really.
I'm just more confident in you at the moment. I'm not saying I think you'll win it, but. Because I think things will change.
Yeah.
But right now, it's hard to say you're not in the title race.
And I think if we beat Barcelona, which I think we will,
I think you will.
Beat Newcastle, which I think we will, and a trophy, beat possibly one of the best teams in Europe, Barcelona, miles clear at the top of the Liga, looking really good.
Yeah.
Not lost like 2 games in the last 20 or something daft. Then the confidence should be higher as well on the back of a cup final win, everything like that, a bit more cohesion. I think that's what we need. And we'll see, man. I mean, if we do manage to win the Premier League with this squad, I do think it's an insane achievement.
Oh,
like, don't get me wrong, it is a good squad.
If you actually manage to win it, that would be unreal.
And one of the things that Ten Hag doesn't get credit for is, like, yesterday, 5 of our usual starters weren't playing.
Yeah.
You know, Varane was on the bench rested, Casemiro suspended, Eriksen's injured, Anthony's injured, and Martial, who probably usually plays, also injured. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I get it. No, it was a choppy start.
And we're rotating a lot as well. We rotated in the last league game against Leeds as well. Alanga played a decent portion last night as well. yesterday afternoon.
I must admit, I am surprised. Like, I believed in Ten Hag, but I am surprised at how quickly he's got.
Yeah, I think he's won like 28 of his 33 games or something.
Right.
He's got like a 75% win percentage or something daft.
I think if he did somehow manage to win the league, it's got to be up there with.
It's not like, there with Leicester, is it?
No, but I mean, like Conte's first season at Chelsea, like
when the expectations, he came like 5th the season before.
Came 10th the season before.
Was it 10th?
Yeah, 10th
oh shit!
The season before, or 11th even. It was.
Yeah, it'll be like this season, won't it?
Yeah,
maybe he can come back and do it again.
In the league, yeah. Anyway, we'll move on from United because I'm sick of seeing you happy when I'm miserable.
Yeah, that's fine. I enjoy it. From one end of the table to the other.
Yeah, we'll touch on Everton and Leeds. A big game down at the bottom. Sean Dyche is just
doing the business, man.
Doing exactly what we thought.
2 solid 1-0 home wins.
Yeah, exactly.
Who did they lose to last week?
We
should know this.
Yeah, we should, because we spoke about
it. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but 6 points from 9 against top of the league in a relegation rival. Good result. Obviously, Leeds still without a manager. I think keeping that Donny in charge is a fucking mad decision.
That's going to really annoy me now. I wish you hadn't. I wish you hadn't bothered saying that.
Well, you keep talking and I'll find out.
Yeah, it's a massive result for Everton. To be fair, it flips them around with Leeds in the table now, out of the relegation zone. Leeds into it. I think Leeds are going to be in big trouble now.
It was Liverpool's fucking
I was going to say.
That's
what I was going to say. And the fact that you didn't know it made me think that was wrong.
Yeah, no, I watched the game.
Yeah,
what a dickhead.
We watched it together. Briefly.
Where did we watch it?
The Adelphi.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, we were eating when I
after we recorded the podcast.
Yeah, last week. Yeah, shit. Yeah, it was like 2-0, wasn't it? And then we got bored, and then I went. Yeah. That
was it.
Yeah, that's our analysis of the Everton Leeds game, boys.
Well, no, did you see the Seamus Coleman goal? Or I'd say,
yeah.
To be fair, like, that was.
It was a good strike, but fucking, what's Meslier doing? Yeah. We've been linked to Meslier, you know.
Yeah, I've seen that actually.
No,
I changed my mind on him quite a lot.
I defended him last week, didn't I?
Yeah,
and again, the episode that didn't go out. I quite like Meslier, but I think he's got a lot to work on positionally. I think he's okay with his feet. He's very good at like actions outside of his area, closing people down. But he wouldn't really be an improvement on De Gea.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Obviously, the different kind of goalkeepers. He's
obviously young as well, still though.
Is that 22, 23?
Yeah, that's young for a keeper.
Oh, I know, but like, I'd stay away from that shit.
Do you remember what 21-year-old David De Gea was like?
Like a weed.
Yeah, exactly.
And shit, got benched by Anders Lindegaard, then he went to Preston, didn't he?
Oh god.
Was he bad?
Terrible.
He started half the games in our title season in 2013.
He was shocking.
He went West Brom as well, I think.
Yeah, he did not last very long in our first team.
Did he not?
No.
I wonder where he is now. Anders gives a text, man. Hope you're okay.
Gives a text.
But yeah, good.
We'll move on from that.
Good win, Coleman, great goal.
I think they're going to stay up.
I think Leeds will stay up as well. I'm so back
Really?
I'm still sticking with prediction of Forest, Bournemouth and Southampton. I'm just going to stick with it. I think Leeds have too much.
I had Leeds going down though, didn't I?
Yeah, I think
still sticking as well.
I think Everton definitely will stay up.
Yeah,
especially with Dyche.
Just Dyche knows what he's doing. In fact, 2 1-0 wins, goals from Tarkowski and Seamus
Coleman. He's about 39 and looks like he's on his last legs. It's just so textbook Dyche, isn't it? It couldn't get any more gravels and nails than that, could it?
No,
so we'll move on from the north. Down to the south in a London derby. Not really a relevant one.
Oh, they won't like that.
I don't think Spurs and West Ham's a massive one. I don't think it's a massive one. It's not Millwall, is it? Who's Spurs' biggest rival?
Arsenal and Chelsea.
What is wrong with me?
We're tired, man.
What is wrong with me?
Who's Spurs' biggest rival? Clip that. Who's Spurs'
biggest rival? In a ball of
to be fair, I think they hate Chelsea as much as they hate Arsenal nowadays.
Do you reckon you just try to be relevant because your rival's Fulham? Your rival's Fulham. They have a swimming pool and a family stand, bro.
They did us this season.
Yeah, they did. Did he beat you twice?
No, draw and a win, wasn't it?
Yeah, so just 1 point against Fulham.
Yeah, man.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Decent stuff. Yeah, Son with a nice tidy goal, assist from Kane. Back to his best, maybe? No, it's one game.
What, Kane? Oh, Son.
I was
going to say
Kane. An assist from Kane. Yeah, nice to see him back among the goals.
Sonny, yeah. Well, he came off the bench, didn't he? Like, I think
started with Richarlison, didn't he?
Maybe that's what they got to do moving forward. Because Sonny has looked so out of sorts.
He's been ass.
Apart from when he plays it deep down and it just looks like.
Yeah, well, it's Preston, bro.
Have you seen the goals from that game?
You can play fucking. I don't know. He's a shit footballer. Mohamed Salah at Preston, he'd get a hat-trick, I'm joking. Adam Johnson could play against Preston and get a hat-trick. You can't speak, you've got a fucking rapist on your team.
Whoa.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Acquitted. Allegedly.
No Ched slander on the pod.
Ched slander. This is so bad.
It's looking bad for West Ham now, though, isn't it? Like,
yeah, but in the bottom three,
Moise got to go?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I feel like he's got a decent team now, and he almost looks like
spent a lot of money.
He was performing better with less means,
like
wasn't he?
fucking threadbare squad in the Europa League. Really bizarre.
It's almost as if he doesn't know what to do.
They're in the Conference League still.
Yeah, they're giving players like Paqueta, and he just doesn't know what to do with him.
Yeah, just gets technically good players, and he doesn't know what he's doing. Just needs runners.
I love Moise, obviously.
Well, I've heard today apparently that he's still safe. His job's safe.
Oh, they're coming.
Well, it's like sources or whatever.
Yeah.
But apparently his job's safe. There's not been any murmurs in he's going to go.
Surely they wouldn't let.
They were pretty bad though, from what I saw.
Let them take them down though if it starts to look like they are going to go down.
I don't know. I feel like they probably feel a bit. It's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? A bit indebted to him after getting top 7 finish, Europa League semi-final, all that jazz. So if he hadn't done that, he would have been gone fucking months ago. But he's got a bit of time in the bank, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. But I think that'll quickly run out if things don't improve. But they have been a little bit hard done by as well. I don't think they are a bottom. I know they're not performing well, but I don't think they're performing like a bottom 3 team.
No, and a lot of the West Ham fans are wanting Will Still in because he's a West Ham fan.
Is he?
Yeah, he watches. I watched his interview with the coach's voice yesterday. He usually manages West Ham on Football Manager because he's a boyhood West Ham fan. So and he plays 4-4-2 as well. West Ham way. There you go. Could be set.
Love that.
After 14 managerial games in league at Ram.
Is that all he's played now?
Ram. That's how you say it.
Is that how you pronounce it?
How do you say it? Reeves.
Rhymes.
Remy. What a legend, man. Yeah, so from that, after all the goals in this week, we're going to name our goal scorer for next week in our last man standing kind of thing that we're doing.
Last week, quickly touch on what we did last week.
I chose Dominic Calvert-Lewin for Everton Leeds, and he got injured the day after.
It's going well.
And then you had...
I stupidly chose João Felix because I forgot.
Oh yeah, I didn't mind that shout though at home to Southampton.
Yeah.
We need to remember who we chose, by the way. We should make a note of this because you can't choose Felix again.
No, because I really want to choose.
Fat chance. Yeah.
You've had Alvarez and Calvert-Lewin, so you're 0 for 2 on players that actually played.
Yeah.
I at least had a player that started. This
yours is worse.
Well.
Yours playing don't score.
At least I didn't play the first game.
Yeah.
I've only had one game. We've only had one start between the 4 picks.
That's great. So this week, who are we going for? You can go first.
If you're going to let me, then I'd like to take.
You're not doing it. You can't pick a player that's playing.
I just want some points.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Pick a Premier League.
You won't let me have him in the
You've obviously got a backup. So just stop beating around the bush. Who is it?
I'm going to take Cody Gakpo away at Crystal Palace. I think they're starting to improve now. Liverpool, they look like they might be back. Gakpo maybe get amongst the goals. There's not as many fixtures this week because of obviously the League Cup final, so it's a bit bare bones as far as what you can choose. I don't mind that as a shout. I'm intrigued to see what you've gone for because I was looking at the games and I was struggling unless you've gone for a Liverpool player as well.
No. Harry Kane against Spurs. Against fucking hell, I need to go to bed. Harry Kane against Chelsea.
Oh, what?
Well, he quite often scores against you, I feel like. He scores in big games quite often.
Second best defence in the league, mate.
Yeah, but you're shy, you'll probably get a goal.
I
just fancied it. You don't.
I did look at it as well.
I just fancy it. It could happen.
Yeah, it will. I mean, it probably will.
It'll be him or Son. It'll probably be Son.
It'd be nice to see one of us get some points.
Yeah. So we'll see how we do with that. And then what we're moving on to now?
Well, I said, is there anything from last week you want to mention? But I feel like we've sort of touched.
Probably not much point, is there? Yeah.
So we'll move into our top 10 list.
Top 10. Let's sit up for this.
Let's say we did last week. We did all-time Premier League strikers. It did get a little bit juicy. Obviously, you've not seen any of that because we lost the footage. If you do still want to see that are interested in our list, then obviously we can put them out there on some form of social media.
We can do it again. We just didn't want to film it again because the reaction to Budgies and my absurd omissions and decisions wouldn't be the same. There
won't be the same reactions. But if you are still interested in seeing our top 10 Premier League strikers of all time, then let us know. We'll do that. But this week we thought, in honour of David De Gea matching the
Peter Schmeichel with 180 Man United clean sheets.
Your favourite goalkeeper.
I don't mind. I don't hate him. No agendas. It just football's moved on. So in that vein, we thought we'd go for our top 10 Premier League goalkeepers.
Yeah.
So, excuse me.
I'm intrigued to see what this could be like.
I think this could be a very different list this week.
I feel like it could be because it's quite easy to flip on a few of these.
Yeah.
I think we'll both have a few that the others maybe don't have on the list whatsoever. Although that did happen last week as well.
It did. So I'll start us off.
Go on then.
In
Number
10th, David James.
Okay, interesting. He did not make my list.
Okay.
I
I think he's just in there because
the longevity.
He played an insane amount of games. I think at one point he played the most games ever, or for a goalkeeper certainly.
Yeah.
A lot of big teams. Liverpool, City, Portsmouth was a good spell as well. So.
Yeah,
I think I just wanted to have one of them veterans in there, like your Shea Given, your Brad Friedel. So you've got Shea Given.
It's not a bad shot. No, I don't have Shea Given 10th. I've got Joe Hart 10th.
Okay, that's interesting.
Is he in your list?
I don't know.
Well, you can say if you
Joe Hart's 9th in my list.
All right. Well, we'll move on to that in a second. Yeah, Joe Hart. I mean,
won like a couple of Premier Leagues.
He got phased out, didn't he? But at the time,
he was very good. He's probably the best keeper in the world.
Yeah, I think he has the joint most Golden Gloves in Premier League history.
Still,
he's got 4.
He's not played there in like 6-7 years.
Yeah, well, he got 4 Golden Gloves. I don't know if anyone's beaten. Maybe he has Edison now. Maybe I'm not sure.
Probably not. He might have 4.
Alisson will have a few as well, won't he? But
yeah.
Anyway, that was a stat at one point. Yeah, Joe Hart. I think. Yeah, there's not really too much more to say.
No, it's just a very solid Premier League goalkeeper and one of the better Premier League teams.
So he's your 9. So
it's my 9.
That segues okay, and I have locked my phone. My 9th. Is Edison.
Okay.
I've got Edison, yeah. I think, obviously, he's come in and replaced Joe Hart. I think in the last few years, I think he was getting overrated for a little bit. Like, he came in, he did the whole sweeping thing, the distribution, it was amazing and that. And then, but then, I think he does have fragilities in other areas that maybe people didn't notice because of how good City's defence was.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he is still a top keeper. He's been top 2 or 3 keepers in the world for a fair few years now. So, I think he had to make my list.
Yeah, I think that's fair. That's funny because I've got Edison in 8th.
Oh, so
it's not very much.
Oh, they're going to be very different.
It's really boring, isn't it? Yeah, so I've got Edison 8th. So you've already explained. So you might as well go to your 8th straight away.
My 8th is Shea Given. Okay. I really rated Shea Given during his time at Newcastle.
I just seen more of David James. I feel like playing for England, obviously as well, which we didn't mention.
I was always big on Shea Given. I think he always seemed like. I don't know if this is true or not, but he seemed like he was quite undersized for a keeper.
Quite short. Reminds me of Robbie Keane.
I'm not sure how tall you. Maybe 6'4", maybe 6'1".
Yeah.
I don't know, but he used to just like fly through the air. I remember always rating Shea Given, a top keeper. Obviously racked up a hell of a lot of games and clean sheets in the league over the time.
I think that's fair. So I'll go to my 7th.
Yeah.
Thibaut Courtois. You'd have him higher, obviously.
No, I've got him 7th.
I'm very in tune with this list.
It pains me to do that because I hate him because he's a bit snake. But,
but he went to a better team and won Champions League. I guess he would have won at Chelsea.
I did not think we'd have him in the same place.
Just a very good goalkeeper. Champions League win, not at Chelsea, but
no, he was
Premier League's just a monster of a goalkeeper.
He was elite for a few seasons.
Just not good with his feet, but claiming balls, crosses.
Yeah.
Very good shot stopper. So.
I swear to God, if we've just got the same list, this is going to be so crap.
You tell me you've got 6th.
I've got David De Gea.
No way. I've got David De Gea 6th.
Controversy.
We've literally pretty much got the exact same. I swear to God, we've not seen these because we want the arguments and shit to be organic.
Okay, yeah.
But David De Gea, been in the Premier League for a long time, not won many trophies, might do in the future. Hopefully gets fucked off, but. He's been very good. He put
in a worldy performance for you the other day.
I mean, Leopard shouldn't change its spots, does it? Anyway, he's been in the Premier League since he was about 19 years of age. Some amazing season, Golden Glove, saving United for years.
For a couple of years, or maybe even more than that.
Maybe 3 years.
He probably was. Did you think he was the best keeper in the world?
For 2 years.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, at the time. But it was him in Neuer, really, wasn't it? 2017.
Yeah. But there was definitely at least I remember one season where I was like, whoa, De Gea is like absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, so very controversial.
I'll go 5th then.
Yeah.
Alisson.
What?
Alisson 5th.
Really?
I love Alisson. I think he's brilliant.
Okay, no, I definitely don't have Alisson 5th. Right, okay.
Do you know what? You know what? I'm going to swap him with my 4th. I agree. I'm going to swap him.
That's low.
5th, I've got David Seaman.
Oh, fuck off. Change it back.
This is so shit. This is the worst podcast ever. There's no disagreement. Yeah, David Seaman, obviously, invincible Arsenal team.
No.
Do you not have the Invincibles?
No, Jens Lohmann.
Oh shit, yeah. That's really bad. The main thing I remember him for was getting chipped by Ronaldo.
Yeah, he was a little bit before our time, but you still know a lot about him.
Yeah, well, he won multiple Premier Leagues and
he was very, very good.
Played at the top level for years. Sorry about that. Sorry, Jens.
Sorry, Jens.
So do you want to go 4th?
Yeah.
Is it Alisson?
No.
Oh.
No. Edwin van der Sar.
4th.
Yeah. Well, there's. Yeah.
Edwin van der
I think
Sar
comfortably.
4.
No way. I don't think he's close to the top 3. I think the top 3 are very clear.
Well, Edwin van der Sar is my favourite goalkeeper.
Yeah, you're obviously going to be a little bit biased. But,
he was good with his feet.
Yeah, he was very good.
Sweet,
the 4th best of all time is very good.
Yeah, but I feel like he's better than someone you've got.
No, I think that top 3 is set in stone for me now. I don't know.
You think Alisson's better than Edwin van der Sar?
Definitely.
All-time Premier League goalkeeper.
Well, yeah, that's the point in this list.
Better than the guy that won 3 Premier Leagues on a spin, Champions Leagues, League Cups.
Alisson has won Premier League and Champions League. Yeah,
he's not 3, has he?
He's not won as much, no. But
what? I think for modern-wise, he's a bit better with his feet, but I don't think anything else. I think Alisson's better than anything else than Van der Sar.
Van der Sar was never the best goalkeeper in the world.
Yes, he was.
What?
He was better than him in his prime at United in like 2007, 2008.
You know who I'm hoping is top of your list.
I think we
don't want to ruin the rest of the list.
I feel like there's an argument there. I think the person you're talking about longevity-wise in the Premier League... But he still
wasn't better than
Longevity-wise in the Premier League, yeah.
What about Casillas during that time?
I think he's definitely up there.
Casillas and Buffon were better than Van der Sar. I don't think he was ever that. I think Alisson has been comfortably the best keeper in the world for a fair few years now.
Does that speak more about Alisson or more about the keepers that are around?
I genuinely think Alisson is... Yeah, unbelievable.
I love Alisson. You know how much I love Alisson. But I'd have Van der Sar higher than that.
Fair enough.
Well,
at least we've disagreed on something.
Yeah, so my third is Peter Schmeichel.
Yeah, so is mine. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So you're not as high on Schmeichel as I would expect you to be.
It's very before my time. Very.
Yeah, he's still United.
Oh, I know he is, but like he won the same amount of stuff as Van der Sar did, and I saw Van der Sar play more. So do you know what I mean? It's just naturally I'm going to rate Van der Sar more.
Was easily clear.
Well, yeah, I don't think he's clear.
I think he is. United fans who've watched more of both.
Yeah, well, this will be a clip then. Who's the better Man United goalkeeper of all time, Premier League?
Yeah.
Edwin van der Sar or Peter Schmeichel?
And is it close? Cause,
you let us know, because my vote, lads, is for Edwin van der Sar, because a bit more...
You've just put Schmeichel ahead of him!
Oh, shit.
His vote is for van der Sar, even though he's below him on the list. But...
No, I haven't.
You've literally just said Schmeichel third.
Yeah, so you just fucked it up. I said I've got Van der Sar ahead of him. Obviously my vote's for Van der Sar, and you went, you just got him ahead of him and laughed. That's on you. I went, obviously I think Van der Sar's better, and you went, you just put him ahead of him. That's what I said.
Oh no. Right, so you've not said Van der Sar yet?
No.
Oh, it's just because you were talking about Van der Sar.
Right, lads.
No, he's right.
We'll do a little clip now.
We'll do it again.
Right, lads, Man United fan here, Chelsea fan there. Who's the better all-time Premier League goalkeeper, Edwin van der Sar or Peter Schmeichel? Because I've got Van der Sar all day long. I know it's a bit more recency bias, but I saw him play, won more trophies than Schmeichel did in a short stint, or a very similar amount. Just an absolute colossus, man. Great with his feet, coming out the box, claiming crosses, saving penalties. I think he's very similar.
I wasn't even sure that was a debate. I didn't think it was close. I thought Schmeichel was comfortably considered better. I think maybe with your TikTok, if there's a younger audience, maybe more people will be inclined to say Van der Sar, but I don't think
I just think people put Schmeichel higher because it's like more of a history thing. It's like nostalgia, I reckon. We'll see what people like to say then.
I do apologise for ruining your list.
Okay.
I thought that you'd already said Van der Sar, but that's just because we were talking about it.
Have you said your third yet?
I've said my third, it was Schmeichel, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So we both have Schmeichel third, we've slipped.
Then I've got Van der Sar second, you've got Alisson second.
I've got Alisson second.
Right, we've said enough about that, so we'll go at the top. Petr
Cech.
It has to be Petr. Well, there's some bias from me.
I could
have easily put one of them.
I didn't think you'd put him top.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, I did consider putting Alisson top. I think he's the only one.
Outrageous.
I think he's the only one that's come close.
That over a goalkeeper that's...
I'm not sure anyone...
I just think Alisson's been at the top level probably for about 3 or 4 seasons. Cech was that for about 12.
Yeah, and Cech is number one, but even just for a second it entered my mind, like I do rate Alisson that highly, and I'm not quick to praise a Liverpool player.
No, I'm not, but I've always banged Alisson through. Even when he makes a mistake, whatever, I still back him. I love Alisson.
So we've been pretty similar there. We've not disagreed on a lot.
No, not really. Do you know where he signed Petr Cech from?
Yeah, Rennes.
Yeah, I'm just checking your knowledge. Yeah. Never mind.
7 million?
I don't know. Alright, no
7 million from Rennes. Bargain.
No need deep.
Came in first season, conceded 15 goals.
Yeah.
24 clean sheets.
Good knowledge. Shame you didn't put that on in your quiz you did with Juice Football. Anyway, so that is the football segment done. So we can move on to the little real life bit. Let us know what you think of our lists in
Yeah,
you can reply on Spotify, YouTube, Tweeters, Instagrammers, all the socials. Real life stuff. You start this week because it's always me. Because you never do anything apart from get pissed.
Well, you're not going to touch on the week before. Do you want to talk about it? Was your birthday? You picked up your birthday in the past one. Are we gonna leave that up and gone?
Yeah, I went to Manchester for my birthday. Got pissed. Chatted to some girls. My mate told her that I was a virgin, and then she fucked off. That's about the brunt of it, really. Walked up some stairs, and I had a heart attack because my back cunt. I don't really have. I can't really be arsed anymore. I put everything into it last week. So
fair enough.
You just started.
You've lost the energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, my week's been a bit crap, to be honest, because it's reading week at uni, so all of the lads from the house went home. I stayed for a few more days because...
An alcoholic?
Well, that's not quite how it is. I just couldn't be bothered going home. It's more fun at uni, and I've been working a bit because...
Skin
money.
Yeah.
There's not an awful lot to tell, to be honest.
You went to Ulverston at the weekend?
Oh, I did. I completely forgot about
Try to get me to go to Ulverston at 10 o'clock on a Saturday night from Preston.
Did I?
Yes. You were Snapchatting me saying you were spelling stuff wrong, and I said, "Did you mean to say, mate, I'm fucked, I've made a tit of myself?" And you went, "Is that not what I said?" I was like, "No, it's not." It was like, every second letter.
So, I mean, you need to run me through what's actually happened.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yes, we did go to Ulverston. I went back home on Thursday. Was there for the weekend. Thought that we'd go for a couple of casual pints with some of my mates from back home on the Saturday.
Was it not a plan to go to Ulverston then?
It wasn't my plan. I didn't know. Well, no, it was pretty spontaneous because some of my mates were playing football over in Cartmel, so I think it was closer for them to come home. So they messaged some of us like, "Oh, why don't we go Ulverston?" Because we often do it in the summer. We often go for like days out there, but it's more pre-planned. We usually go for like people's birthdays and stuff. Have a full day there and that because it is good. There's a lot of nice pubs.
You train it
and
there?
Stuff. You what? Train it? Yeah, I did train. It's not that bad to be. Well, if we get the last train back, then it's not that bad.
What did you end up doing? Did you go out anywhere?
So we went there. Obviously, probably had a few too many. Spent way more money than I intended on spending. The plan was always to get the last train back, and we just didn't do it. We just stayed in the pub.
And what did you do then? Where did you stay?
Bands and stuff. So we had to get taxis back
to Lancaster.
To Carnforth.
Fucking still far, isn't it?
Very far.
It's like an hour.
We got laughed. We got laughed away by the first taxi driver.
How many of yous were there?
About 13.
So it's like 3 big taxis.
It was not good. So we tried to like holler the taxis down, and they'd stop.
Try to holler the taxis.
I don't know. Mate, I'm tired. I don't know what I'm saying. Leave me alone. Right, we tried to get the taxi, and the first guy. He basically started driving off as soon as we were saying back.
Well, I probably would too.
He was fuming, and then
it's
he
not
stopped.
close. That's like going from like
we got him to stop
Manchester to fucking Preston or Manchester.
Yeah, but as a taxi driver, you usually do it. You usually at least give up.
Yeah, but Ulverston's a very small town and like a remote place. There's not going to be that many firms and that many taxis. It's not like you're getting an Uber in the middle of Manchester or London, is it?
No. Anyway,
how much was a taxi?
We sent back to Carnforth. He starts trying to drive off, and we're like, no, wait, please. Well, one of my mates was like, "Yeah, we'll pay whatever," and he went, "All right, be £100 then," and I laughed.
I don't think that's that bad.
It was to me with the current state of my
bank account. Why did you just get the last train?
So
how was the last train?
That'd be too organised.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Anyway, we eventually got one of the taxi drivers to take us, and it did cost us £100 to get home.
So like £300 between all of you, probably.
Well, I have no idea. I got in a taxi with 2 other people, and half of them were left there. No idea how. Some of them got home.
Did you not ask your mates if they got home okay?
Yeah, everyone did. Some of them went into town.
What, in Lancaster?
Some of them got a taxi to Lancaster, yeah.
Fairs?
But yeah, so that was...
That's good.
That was fun.
Sounds nice. I went on a date. I don't really want to talk about this.
You do though, really.
No, I don't.
That's in your TikTok.
I already feel bad about it. I already feel bad about the stuff I've done.
The stuff you've done. You make it sound like you've done something horrible.
Basically, lads, I went on a date, right? It's my first date in like 6 years since I split up with my ex. I didn't split up with my ex 6 years ago, but obviously I was with her for that long.
They know that.
Yeah, I was making sure people would call me a virgin. Other than my mate Steve. So, met this girl on Tinder, chatted for like a couple of days. I was like, "Oh, do you want to go out for food or whatever?" She's like, "Yeah, can do." Met her in Preston on Saturday. Went to Mowgli, if you've ever been there, the nice little Indian place.
Nice,
that was cheap.
With the swingy chairs?
Yeah, nice little gaff. So we went there, had some food. The food was decidedly average. It's like Indian street food, but it just wasn't that flavoursome. So it was a bit meh. Really? Portions are quite small because it's like tapasy sized dishes. £53 I spent. But thinking about it today,
Did
right?
you pay?
Of course.
Did she offer?
Yes. But every course was about £9, right? And I spent 53. I must have paid a 20% service charge and not
really.
Because we both had
drinks as well?
We both had one drink and neither of us had an alcoholic one until later on. I had a mango lassie. She's like, have you never had that? Like mango yogurt drink.
No.
And she had a Coke. So it's like seven. I think mine was 4, hers was 3. So it's like it should really have been about max £43. And I paid 53. So I feel like there was like a 20% service charge. I didn't read because I was nervous and just wanted to get out of there. So I said I'll pay. She's like, no, half. I was like, no, I'll pay. No, I'll pay.
What a gent.
Yeah, well, that's the thing to do, innit? I mean, I can't. That's why I can't go on dates too often because it will cost me like if I go on one a week, it's like probably like £300 down the shitter, probably with me anyway. So yeah, then we went and played mini golf.
Oh, very nice. So carried on. Big.
Yeah, well, I didn't want it to.
Basically,
lads. Sorry if you're watching this. Lady,
I'm sure she is.
Girl.
Lady.
Girl. I don't want to say name.
I was going to say you don't want to say that.
Of course not.
You've forgotten for a second.
No, I know her name.
Right.
She was fine. I feel like it was a nice enough chat, but it wasn't really flowing. I was having to think of stuff to say. It wasn't really like bouncing off each other. I didn't really get the right vibe. I don't sound like some cunt off Love Island, but you get what I mean. So I just thought, I don't really like this. And she's like, should we go mini golf? I was like, yeah, okay. So I thought we'll go mini golf then. I'll fuck off home. Went mini golf. That was probably the best bit of the day.
Did you win?
Good. Yeah, obviously. Other than the dominant race.
Race?
Why do you say race? Fucking sex. That's so bad.
You said that.
You can't say shit like that, bro. I like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and that. I promise, they're my heroes. But let's
get us cancelled.
No, that's really bad, isn't it? Is that staying in?
I just I don't know.
I meant dominant sex. That's why I won it. Fucking the way that it was like a Freudian slip makes it sound like I say dominant race a lot, and I'm like a KKK member, like a grand wizard or whatever they're called. I meant the fucking dominant sex. Let's think about it again then. So. Yeah, I beat her at mini golf. That was a good laugh, to be fair. Because she kept smacking a ball everywhere and it was funny. Because she was shit. To be fair. Yeah, and then she was like, "Oh, should we go bowling?" And I was like, "She was like, I'll get my mate and a boyfriend to come." And I was like, "Right, okay." They didn't end up coming. I forgot to mention at the end of the mini golf before we went bowling, we went to the car park, walked back to the car, obviously a gentleman.
We've established that.
Yeah, I'm just a really good guy, apart from when I speak about shit, about anything. So racist and sexist at the same time in a 2-minute fucking segment. Yeah, so can't stop looking at that love and laughter sign there, man. But so went to give her a hug and I thought, fuck it, this is going shit. I'll just send it for a kiss, see what the reception is. She reciprocated, and it was the worst kiss I've ever had. Like. I didn't go straight for the tongue because I didn't want to be too, but I also didn't want to do it. Obviously, no point doing a peck, is there? So, like I said to you, the kiss in between that where you're like moving about, your lips are moving, whatever. It can be like passionate and slow, but like your tongue isn't innate. Yeah, you know what I mean? No, you know what I mean. You've done it before. You're a shagger. Yeah, you just go straight for the tongue. But
fuck's sake.
Oh dear.
No, you can't go straight to.
You have to get the idea of what's going on first.
Usually wait for.
But how awkward is it when you're like thinking should I do it, and and then you don't know like they rejected it or not? Do you know what I mean? You kind of bad with that. So yeah, the kiss was really bad. She just didn't move her lips at all. It was like kissing a fucking wall. Do you know what I mean? Like literally, if I just kissed you now and you just held your lips still and pretty much almost like, do you know Thierry Henry when he goes. The smallest amount of movement ever, like if your lips are quivering because you can't. Maybe a bit like this. Nothing going on at all.
Oh dear.
So I thought, for fuck's sake. So I walked away gritting my teeth and hating myself, like fuck it, all this shit. Right. Walked back to my car, I was like, I've got to meet her at bowling. Drove to the bowling, prayed that she didn't turn up because it was bad. She was there, did 3 games of bowling, which I paid for. She paid for the mini golf, to be fair. I won 2, she won 1. Again,
you lost in the bowling?
Yeah. She had the bumpers up as well. I got 1 strike off the bumpers and it felt really dirty, but I did get a few clean ones.
I refused to let them put the bumpers up, never. If somebody puts the bumpers
up... Refused to let them put the bumpers up. You're disgusting, man.
No. Oh yeah, that's the worst thing that's been said.
I don't know what you're on about. No, that'd be a good clip, that.
Oh god. Bumpers are a no-go at bowling. If you put the bumpers up, you're a wrong one.
Yeah, I agree. But, just being nice, first impression. Yeah. Bowling was fine. Went outside again, and I thought, I'll give one more chance at the kiss. to see if it was just nerves or she was a bit startled by it. So I think I said something stupid like, "Oh, does a winner of bowling get a kiss for as a prize?" Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, that's bad, isn't it?
Yeah,
is that bad?
It's just exactly what I expect from you.
What does that mean, bro?
They know.
I mean, it worked.
Well, fair enough.
Did she give me one? I think she started going for it first, actually. She didn't even let me finish and just went for it, and I was like, okay. Just as shit as the time before, bro. And then do you know what I said after it? Because I felt so awkward. Because I give her a hug goodbye, then we kiss. I was like, we've already done the goodbyes now. And I couldn't get past her car without her moving in front of me. So she had to move. So she walked in front of me after the kiss and went, alright, thanks, see you later. I said thanks, and I went like, cheers.
Oh no! You patted her on the back?
Oh, maybe like a little, like, come here. Like a little, like, one of them.
Yeah,
do you know that Virgin guy?
Yeah.
Have you seen that video? Like, that when the Virgin's kissing people for the first time and he gives her a hug, like that awkward hug.
Awkward.
Yeah,
it's
but that's
horrible. I hate that. I've done that before, to be fair, the really awkward hug.
Yeah, well that's not usually me, but it's just because the situation was so awkward and I didn't know what to do. Like, it just felt really weird. And then again I walked off gritting my teeth, like, oh fucking hell.
This poor girl, man. If anyone knows this girl and you're watching, send her this clip.
No, don't do that.
That's not really.
No. I said I didn't want to talk about it. You made me anyway.
I didn't make you.
Yeah, you did. You forced me. You said I'm not recording if you don't talk about it.
Yeah, twisted your arm. You already made a TikTok about it.
That's true. She texted me yesterday saying, "You've been quiet, not scared you off, have I?" And I thought, oh,
you didn't air it?
No, we did the text after, like, oh, I had a nice time, maybe see you again.
So you've not ghosted.
But she kept doing it. Like, when we finished a mini golf, I had like the piece of paper in my hand, like the scorecard. I was like, oh, what do you want to do with this? Do you want to chuck it in? She's like, I'll keep it as a memento of our first date. And I thought, oh, dear.
Oh, so she's keen.
She must be keen. She must fancy the size of it.
See, the Riz is working, man.
I don't know if it's Riz or... I don't know what... I didn't want to say what I was going to say. I'm going to say it.
Fair enough, mate.
So... Yeah, just weird stuff like, oh, I'm going out for drinks in a couple of weeks, you should come out and bring your mates with you and we'll meet up or whatever, me and my mates.
But it's not going to happen.
No. So she texted me again yesterday, like I said, saying I'm not scared you off. This was at like 4 p.m. I forgot to reply or put it off. I replied this morning. I replied this morning and I thought I wanted to be nice-ish. I just made up an excuse. Well, I am over my ex, like fully, otherwise I won't be going out with people. But I said, sorry, but not as ready to start seeing other people as I thought. I still had a nice time and, you know, maybe speak again.
Fair enough.
You know, and she said...
Let her down gently, mate.
Yeah. Let me down slowly. So that's where we're at.
That's good, that,
yeah.
Fair enough.
A couple of Tinder lines. Have you seen the one on Twitter?
Oh, go on then. Love this part. I have not seen. No, I have not.
So...
reactive on Twitter today.
I messaged a girl saying, I'm like Marcus Rashford, lethal in the box and can shoot from any angle.
I have seen
she unmatched me. And then I said to someone else, call me Kurt Zuma because that pussy is getting smashed tonight. I just don't care anymore.
You actually say this to real life women?
Yeah, has she unmatched me yet? No, but she's not replied.
I'm sorry.
No, but like, I've been... Hinge, right?
I do not do Tinder.
I mean, none of them replied to me today. But no, this is my Hinge portfolio.
This is my Hinge.
Like,
that's not you.
No, but decent, right?
Right, yeah.
I mean, like I said, these haven't replied to me since this morning. But
it's going well. Yeah, she's a woman.
Fuck off.
Or is it?
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Decent. So I'm getting somewhere, man.
Good for you, man.
Not really.
I'm happy for you.
For what?
I'm glad that you're putting yourself out there.
Yeah, it's going really well. Wait. I'll slice that. I'll get that.
Say.
And on that note, do you reckon we leave it there?
Yeah,
I'm freezing.
I think that's definitely enough.
I need a drink. That smells.
Lovely.
What do you want to do now? What are we doing after this? I'm
going to the pub.
You going straight after this?
What time is it?
7:20. Yeah, what time's good start?
Are we going to outro, or is this...
Oh, just true, yeah, that's true, it's a good point. So thank you very much for watching, listening, whatever the fuck, fingering yourself while you're watching it, whatever you're doing, man. OTT Pod on TikTok, Instagram, and on Twitters. Over the Top Pod on Spotify and YouTube.
Yes.
Hope you enjoyed it. Rate the show. 5 stars even if you think we're cunts and hated it. Let us know what you think of the new basement setup. I think it's pretty swanky. Hopefully the audio's not too shit, but we will try and get that sorted by next week. But knowing us, it fucking won't happen.
It will probably be
It'll probably be worse. We'll probably be in a fucking car park or something. Coming in a car with a phone on the fucking dashboard or some shit, man. But yeah, thank you very much for listening. Let us know what you thought. Feedback on the socials. Check out the social medias. Watch the clips and all that shit. Yeah, so we'll see you next week, boys and girls.
Hopefully.
Bye.